Welcome to the Instagram Stories Flash Briefing. Yesterday when I was recording the episode, I thought it's kind of odd that Instagram hasn't come out with any new features. It's been like 2 whole days. And today they dropped some new ones. So here we go. First, Instagram announced that Guides is now going to be available for everyone. If you are not familiar, Guides allow creators to share tips, resources, and other long-form content in a dedicated tab on your user profile. When Guides first was announced, it was only a small group of creators who were able to publish content focused on things like mental health and well-being, but now Instagram says the format is going to be available to all users and expanding Guides to include other types of content like products, places, and posts. Normally when new features come out, I do not have access to them, but in this case I checked and I had access to it without even needing to update the app. To see if you have the ability to create a guide or not, go to your profile page, the last tab of Instagram, and hit the plus button in the upper right corner. You should have all the lists of types of posts that you can make, and one of those at the bottom should be guide. If you pick guide, there are 3 different types of guides available. Places. Recommend places in your city and beyond. Products. Recommend your favorite products. And posts. Recommend posts you created or saved. Now, I had an idea of how this feature would work, and I was completely wrong about it. Here's how it actually works. This is a curation of posts that either you have made or other people have made. It is not a curation of stories. It doesn't even allow you to select multiple slides in a carousel. It has to be static feed posts. The nice thing is there's a lot of room for writing. So if you're a blogger or someone who enjoys writing longer captions, this is a really good chance for you to add valuable content. I thought about making something interesting for the town that I live in, which has some really cool things that people might not know about. I thought I could make a guide for my local town. To start with, I thought, what is my favorite thing about my town? Okay, let me find that on Instagram. And of course, it was not on Instagram. It is mind-boggling to me that things are not on Instagram in 2020. However, if you are someone who is a real estate agent or someone who wants to build up a local presence, I would absolutely recommend making a local guide for all your favorite things in town. If someone was interested in moving to your town, they could see your guide and then know all the best spots before they move. And isn't that always the case whenever you move to a new place? You ask your neighbors, where's the best place to go for dry cleaning or tacos or whatever? And you could build that guide so everyone in the town could find those things. Initially, when I read this, I thought that the carousel posts that people are using where you swipe through to get educated about something would go away, but I don't see that actually happening. I think those posts will continue to be there, but guides will be used for curating a variety of content from different sources, from people that you follow that you think can work well together in a cohesive manner. Again, this is really new, so we'll have to see how people use this over time. In other news, The Verge posted an article today that keyword search is coming to Instagram. Byline, no hashtag required. Normally when we search on Instagram, we use hashtags. So if you wanted to search for healthy recipes, you would search hashtag healthy recipes, or you would search for accounts with variation on the term healthy recipes in their name or bio. That's what the search box did. However, now Instagram will let people search the keywords themselves, meaning that posts that feature healthy recipes should surface, even if that specific hashtag is not used within the post. At this point, it's unclear how Instagram determines what a post is about, though. A company spokesperson said the team, quote, considers a number of factors, including, quote, the type of content, captions, when it was posted, end quote, and more other relevant results. The spokesperson continued, quote, the search is limited to general interest topics and keywords that are within Instagram's community guidelines, end quote. So that means that you can't search for things like vaccines, QAnon, or even Trump or Biden, but you can search puppies, pasta, flowers, and other things along those lines. We'll again see how this develops. That's it for today's show. Come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.